correctly understanding the 296 Chinese characters, including the title PrajnaParamita. I am correcting the statement made in the previous video, which mentioned that the content, including the title, consisted of 270 Chinese characters to 296 Chinese characters. PrajnaParamita is the only remaining teaching of Siddhartha himself in human history. Of course, it is undeniable that without Xuanzang, a Buddhist monk, Siddhartha's sole teaching, PrajnaParamita, would not have been preserved and passed down to us in its current form. However, it is regrettable that PrajnaParamita was long confined to religious scriptures, making it difficult for the early bodhisattvas, ordinary people who were not fluent in Chinese characters, to access. Instead, it was reduced to a text merely chanted by Buddhist monks during their early morning prayers. Yet, it is also a great relief that Buddhism, as a group with economic capabilities at the time, was able to pass down Siddhartha's only teaching to future generations in this manner. As mentioned in the previous video, PrajnaParamita itself is a complete treasure, and it is far from being a mere condensation or summary of other scriptures. The common claim that it is a summary seems to be an intentional attempt by the Buddhist tradition to elevate other scriptures to the supreme status of PrajnaParamita. In any case, PrajnaParamita is Siddhartha's core message, uniquely preserved in human history. By strictly including the title PrajnaParamita, removing the two occurrences of Sariputra, and repeating the final mantra 3 times, the entire text clearly consists of exactly 296 Chinese characters, including 108 phonetically transcribed characters. I hereby correct the statement from my previous video, where I miscounted the Chinese characters and stated the total as 270. Why did Xuanzang deliberately insert the character for 5 in the middle of the sentence? Why did Xuanzang deliberately insert the name of Sariputra twice as the Chinese characters Saridza into the main text of PrajnaParamita? It was to emphasize that the entity delivering this message was none other than Siddhartha himself. Even during Siddhartha's lifetime, thousands of years ago, multiple Buddhas already existed. To clarify that Siddhartha was the specific Buddha delivering this PrajnaParamita, the name of his chief disciple, Sariputra, was inserted twice using phonetic transcription. Now, we of the future generations understand that the Buddhist monks, who revered Siddhartha as the Buddha, used the name Saridza to highlight that this text originated from Siddhartha. Therefore, to focus entirely on this text, we must first understand the context in which it was written. Therefore, to focus entirely on understanding the core meaning of Siddhartha's PrajnaParamita, we can simply exclude those 6 Chinese characters of sadidza when interpreting the text.